Vicki runs a camping channel, sharing the calm, intimate side of outdoor life. Her videos focus on hidden spots, mirror-still lakes, and nights spent far from any other people. It is the kind of footage that makes you want to throw some gear in a backpack and vanish into nature for a few days.
Where are we going? So we think we found quite a little quiet lake spot for tonight. It's near Linogwen and that little busy area. And yeah, so hopefully think I've been quite clever in where we've parked and how we found it. And I'm thinking we're going to be fairly alone tonight. So that's always good in Snowdonia in September. See that little dot up there? That's Amy at the top of the hill. And here's me back at the bottom. Because why? We forgot the water filter. And we realised when we was right at the top. It doesn't look that steep from here, but I promise you, it's steep.
Tiny little Vic.
After a long trek, including one annoying descent back down the hill when they realized they had forgotten their water filter, they finally reached the lake. It turned out to be exactly what they had imagined.
So here we are at Lynn, Beep, and don't know what this is. They've covered up the car park, which is here. There's no longer access to the world's most perfect car camping or van spot ever. Meanies. But yeah, here's our location. Very flat ground over there. I mean, we might camp there, or we might find some around there. We shall see.
They set up their tent, got everything in place, and let the evening slowly unfold. A small flock of sheep wandered past the campsite, quietly grazing around the edge of the lake. The whole scene felt calm and unhurried, exactly the kind of night people head out camping to experience.
So the sheep are now making their way around the lake in an orderly fashion.
They went to bed. The night passed quietly, and morning arrived with nothing unusual. They packed up their things and started hiking back down the trail toward the car. Was the moment when their trip suddenly became something completely different.
For my camp, I have 4 flat tires and a smashed windscreen and a smashed window, complete with rock inside.
Poor car. Are you still on hold, babe?
Yeah. I've been on the phone for 57 minutes.
For someone who didn't want us to stay here, they've made us stay here a real long time. Strange.
Trying to get rescued from this place. The breakdown people don't cover it. So on the phone with the insurance, and it's looking like it's going to be bye-bye to the car. It's going to have to get scrapped, and I'm going to have to make a claim. But it's not going to be repairable, apparently, because of the damage. So it's probably going to be bye-bye car. So the farmer's literally killed our car, murdered it. So even yesterday, somebody else was parked just over there, not blocking the gate as well. Another local person walking to the lake. There's no gate access blocked at all. He saw us probably when he came in, heard the sheep. I guess really hates wild campers, because it's not like we're in the way of the gate. So what other reason could it be?
No, nothing was stolen from it.
The question that keeps spinning in my head is, why? Their car could have been parked near the gate on someone's property, but it wasn't blocking it. Nothing was stolen. This wasn't an accident. Someone deliberately went to the effort to cause as much damage as possible, and then left. Next to the destroyed car, there was a dry patch on the ground, about a meter long, roughly the size of an ATV or a small vehicle. Whoever did it had left very recently when the girls returned. They may have just barely missed catching them. This video comes from Moxley's Paranormal World, a UK channel that focuses on solo overnight trips into remote forests and the strange things that happened there. It is April 29th, 2026, somewhere in the United Kingdom, and from the first moments, this outing feels different. He has camped in this woodland before. The place already carries a history for him. Previous nights, previous encounters he still cannot fully explain. Because of that, he arrives on edge. Even before the tent is set up, he is walking the area, studying the ground, looking up for loose branches that could fall, and carefully setting small alarms around the perimeter of his camp. This time, he is not willing to leave anything to chance.
It looks big enough. Yeah, it's going to be big enough here. And even if it's not, we'll make it big enough. I keep looking around because I don't feel like I'm the only person here, and I possibly ain't the only person here. Because what time are we at? 8 o'clock in the evening. It's a gorgeous day as well. This ground's really soft. Isn't it great just listening to the wildlife as you're setting up? It's one of the main reasons why I actually love coming out doing these ones. Yeah, okay, you've got the stories of the paranormal cryptids.
As the last light fades, he makes a quick circuit of the campsite and notices odd structures in the trees, logs and branches propped together in ways that clearly don't feel random, though there's no obvious reason for them. The forest around him has gone strangely silent. Then a faint glint catches his eye, a weak reflection slipping between the trunks. He keeps watching the same patch of darkness, but whatever is there never steps closer and never fully disappears. It just shifts along the edge of his vision, as if quietly observing him, unsettling not because it attacks, but because it waits.
Just here. Is there someone else here with me? If there is, come forward, come and speak to me. Or show yourself. Show yourself on the camera. Maybe come and show me what you look like. Don't know who I'm speaking to. Let's go over this side. Alright, I've just turned the spirit talker back on. Let's go for a walk.
3. Forgive my sins.
3. Forgive my sins. Well, what did you...
1,840.
1,840. 1840s. Leg. There's something...
My name is Raymond.
Raymond? Is that what we just got in the tent as well? Raymond?
I'm always watching.
You always watching, are you?
Kelsey.
What are you always watching? Are you watching people who come out here doing the photography? The strangest thing is, this place is supposedly
I'm sorry.
full of wildlife, like deers and all sorts.
May I touch you?
No, you cannot touch me.
I've been trapped here.
You've been trapped here. And the thing is, earlier on, we've seen deer tracks.
Now the reflections stop coming from just one place. They start appearing deeper in the forest, flickering from several points at once, so there is no single direction to watch. The trees eat up the distance, making it almost impossible to tell how far away anything really is. Yet the movement is always there, sometimes ahead, sometimes off to the side, never getting closer, but never dropping back. It feels like something is matching his pace on purpose, keeping a precise, deliberate distance.
That was absolutely insane. Some interesting stuff coming through on that. The EVP I'm not 100% sure about, but that weird light, or whatever it was in the sky during the night, I don't even know if the cameras picked it up, but that was very odd, especially with the sightings of UFOs and stuff. I'm not saying it was a UFO, and I didn't say it was a UFO then either. It could have been a plane, and it was just the angling, looking up at it. But anyway, I need to get myself a quick cup of coffee, pack this tent away.
Then, one of the perimeter alarms trips. He checks it straight away, but there is nothing there. No tracks, no clear movement, just the shrill alert and the silence that follows. More faint noises come after that, close to camp, right along the line he is monitoring. Each time he goes to look, he finds the same thing. The alarm has been set off. Something has crossed that boundary, yet there is no obvious sign of what it was. That's how the whole night unfolds. No single dramatic event, just a steady build-up, shifting reflections, movement that seems to mirror his own, sounds that reach the edge of camp but never quite step inside it. Nothing is ever clearly seen or proved, but nothing really stops either. Whatever is out there stays just beyond the camera and just outside the light, close enough to sense, impossible to confirm. By morning, the only thing he truly knows is that he was not completely alone. Wild Bliss Bunny runs a YouTube channel built around stealth camping in the most unexpected places. Walmart lots, behind corner shops, near abandoned warehouses. If it's unconventional, she's probably tried sleeping there. Her videos are usually playful, all about finding odd locations, staying comfortable, and making it work. On this trip, the city flipped the script. Bunny picked a different kind of hideout, a small ring of redwood trees sitting in the middle of an urban area. Before she could slip into the spot and set up, she noticed a couple sitting at a nearby picnic table and had to wait them out before moving in.
And as you can see, we are now in this expansive ring of redwood trees that is in the middle of this urban environment where cars can walk by, people can walk by. So our mission now is gonna be to find a little tucked away spot that we can set up and camp for the night. Oh my gosh. I cannot even believe this, you guys. I can't even make this up. There is a bunny right here. Are you kidding me? I guess this is where we're gonna set up camp because, like, come on.
She spotted a tiny bunny figurine sitting right there in the dirt, and her channel name is Wild Bliss Bunny. The coincidence was so on the nose it felt like a personal sign, so she took it as a green light to start setting up camp. Almost immediately, though, things began to go wrong. Her camera tripod tipped over, snapping the mount for her microphone. Not exactly the good luck you'd expect from that little rabbit. She decided to push on anyway. After a bit of struggling, the tent was finally up. Compact, just big enough for one person, but with smart awning panels that folded out and gave her a bit of extra space. She moved on to laying out her bedding, almost finished for the night, and that's when the whole mood shifted and the evening turned into something very different.
Circles around, and then he sat at the bench that I showed you earlier, the table, and then he went and sat by a tree, and I was like, what is going on? And then I thought he left, and then he came and he said knock knock after I set up my tent and everything, and I'm like, why are you knock knocking? You know, why are you circling around on your bike and making it like you left? And then after I'm here and get my stuff all situated and set up, come up and say knock knock in the dark. He doesn't even have a light or anything, so way too sketchy, and I'm gonna have to abandon camp tonight because that is not the business right there. So darn, too bad. This was a cool spot, but not anymore.
Let's be blunt. You're a woman alone in a tent at night, and a stranger a man who has already been circling on his bike, watching you, then pretending to ride off walks up in the dark and says, knock knock. That is not the kind of moment where you wait to see how things play out. Her instincts told her to leave, and she listened. She broke camp as quickly as she could, packed everything up, and got out of there.
That suitcase wasn't here before. Wonder if it's that guy's. Where is that guy? Anyways, we're getting out of here. Way too creepy, man. Way too creepy.
Maybe he really was just socially clueless, with awful timing and no idea how his actions looked. That's possible. But when you're alone and something feels off, you don't owe anyone the benefit of the doubt. That isn't paranoia, that's basic self-preservation. This moment is a reminder that creepy encounters don't only happen deep in the woods or inside abandoned places. Sometimes they unfold right in the middle of a city, beneath a ring of redwood trees, while the streetlights are still burning overhead. What do you think? Was he just painfully awkward, or was she completely right to bail? Tell me what you think in the comments, and if you've had a night where everything suddenly went wrong, I'd genuinely like to hear that story too. We'll wrap it up here. Every clip in this video is a reminder that strange moments don't only happen in haunted locations. Sometimes, they show up in the most ordinary places, when you're not expecting anything at all. If you liked the video, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel, and there's plenty more on the way. And if you've got your own theory about any of these encounters, drop it down below. Take care of yourselves, and maybe don't wander too deep into the woods on your own. I'll see you in the next one.